Okay, so if you're watching this, you have probably either received your success planner in the mail or you will in the next couple days here. So I just want to go through a couple suggestions to help you get the most out of it. So the first thing is really what this planner is all about is to help you create some focus. Okay, some lightweight, simple focus consistently on your goals. Okay, so this is kind of like the simplest habit, right? Again, we're going to be tracking the other habits in our eating, which is a little bit harder. But what we want to do is we want to make this just tracking part a habit, because that is going to be a form of consistency for us. Just tracking. And it's one of the easier things to do because your daily tracking shouldn't take more than 30 to 60 seconds. It's very, very quick. Okay. And so you read the quote, go through your habits, do your meal tracking. And if you want, fill out the last two questions, right? That'll be helpful. But if you don't even want to do that, that's fine. Okay. So again, it's just about getting that book out, opening it up and doing it every day. That's what's going to help you. And so the first step you have to do is commit to it, right? Make it a priority. And the way you do that is think to yourself, if you have a legitimate snapshot of each of your days throughout the month, don't you think that alone is going to help you improve? Right? I do, because there's a saying that which is measured improves. Okay. So as you consistently focus on this every day, even if it's just for a few moments, it's going to help you get better at it just naturally. Now, let me tell you that the biggest challenge, I think, to actually filling it out is this, that sometimes when we don't have a good day, we don't want to acknowledge it, right? We want to go into denial and just pretend it didn't happen. Don't do that, right? That habit is really one of the primary reasons we sabotage ourselves. So I want to share, a saying that you're going to hear me say a real lot. There's no failure, only feedback. And so this is not about you being good or bad, right or wrong, successful or failure. It's just about getting an honest view of what you're doing each and every day. And if you can get yourself to do that, like I said, you truly are going to tap into a part of yourself that you probably never have. Okay, where you're consistently looking at something, because things you do consistently, you get better at. So really what the philosophy behind this whole planner is something called the power of tiny gains. And this is something that James Clear come up with. And he says that, if you get 1% better each day for 1 year, you'll end up 37 times better by the time you're done. And the idea is just this, that so often when it comes to our weight and our fitness and our health, when we want to make changes, we're trying to do these huge differences. And what I'm suggesting you here is that we're looking to make small changes over time. We're looking to stack small wins on top of each other. Right? If you're a baseball fan, we're not looking for grand slams. We're looking for singles. But those singles add up, and they make a big, big difference in your life. So finally, let me just give you a couple tips about how to make this planner part of your life, because I know you're sitting there right now and you know this planner is a great idea. You want to fill it out. But the problem is that sometimes the hard part of making a habit is just remembering, right? So here's a couple suggestions for you. First off, is the goal is to make this planner a habit, very much like brushing your teeth, where you just automatically do it every day, and it's just automatic for you. And so the first thing I would suggest you do is choose a time when you're going to do it. It doesn't matter when, right? There's no right or wrong, but let it be the same time every day, right? Morning, evening, lunch, doesn't matter. Just pick a time. And the other thing is where, right? So ideally, we're going to use the same place. And so I would suggest to you this as well. Don't fill this out, on the sofa where you eat ice cream, right? Pick a new spot that's kind of a neutral spot for you where you can sit down every day with it, you fill it out, and that space kind of becomes anchored to your health, right? And once you've chosen when you're going to do it and where you're going to do it, just take a few moments and visualize yourself filling it out at that time, right? Kind of see yourself going through your day and then your planner happening within that day. This helps you kind of install it into your mind. Another one is to take this planner and put it where you can see it. Do not put a magazine on top of it. Don't put it in the bookshelf. Leave it out in a conspicuous place where you'll see it. It's just one more trigger to help you remind it. And remember, the first 30 days, right, are kind of the hardest with it. So again, we want to leave it out in obvious places. We want to remind ourselves. And so one other way you can do that is to set a reminder on your phone, right? So I strongly suggest that you set an alarm or a reminder on your phone to go off at the time that you said you want to do it, right? Especially, for the first 30 days or so, it's going to be really helpful in helping you to establish this habit, right? So that it just becomes automatic. And again, when you put this all together and, you get to the end of the month and you look back and every day you filled this out, just the act of filling it out alone is a health habit. Okay. And by doing that, you're going to help yourself to get better at the core habits of the program. And that's going to help you create a foundation to master your weight. Okay. So go get started. If you haven't gotten started yet, and again, if it's coming in the mail, it'll be there soon. Start with the monthly focus section and then move into the days and then do the weekly reviews as well, because that's what's going to help you learn and grow and evolve into the person you want to be. All right. So go get to it and I'll see you in the next video.